What if I were to tell you that we are designed for perfect health? Well, you know what? I'd be lying to you because we're not. However, we are designed and built for well above average health. Because guys, there is no perfect person, there is no perfect situation, but we are designed by God to live an optimal, healthy, disease-free, relatively disease-free life. I will go into more detail right now. There are many stressors that work on our body. We are built to be optimally healthy every day, every week, every month, every year. There are 3 types of stresses. Chemical stress, which can be in the form of nutrition, food. Maybe you work in an environment that's very toxic chemically. Maybe you work in a business where you're working around materials. Maybe you do house cleaning. Maybe you're a lawn maintenance person. You're around stuff that you spray in the grass, which is bad because that stuff has glyphosates in it, not good. But you're invoking chemicals in your body, not good. You're under a lot of stress. Physical stress can be maybe you're working too many hours, you're worn down. Maybe you exercise too much. Physical stress. Emotional stress. Now that consists of mental stress. Maybe you're a student in school studying for an exam. Maybe you're prepping to take some boards if you're some sort of a person and wanting to be licensed or certified in a certain area or occupation of your life. Emotionally also, maybe you're going through a divorce. Maybe you have just filed bankruptcy. Maybe you've had a lot of bad stuff happen in your life, just mentally and emotionally, and it's just pulling you down. Now, I've done seminars and blogs about this before. Our bodies do not know the difference between emotional, physical, and chemical stress. The body stress is stress, and it will pull you down if it becomes chronic, and you will go into what we call a disease state. Which brings me to the next topic. Are we really prone to diseases? What really is a disease? Well, I'm going to give you a different perspective here. Since we are built to have well above average health, a disease is pretty much this. It is a warning sign that something isn't right within our bodies. In other words, I'll use an automotive analogy here. That is the check engine light coming on the dashboard telling us, check the engine. Do some sort of diagnostic check of what's going on with the internal parts of your body. Because that pops up by medical people is called a disease. But is it really a disease? Is it more of a symptom of something that's going on in our bodies that we label a disease because we have this thing called pathology? Pathology is where we study diseases. We are not meant to be diseased, ladies and gentlemen. I lean towards more physiology, which studies how the body functions. Which gets me back to these. If your body is not functioning correctly, mentally, physically, emotionally, or whatever, it's because of these stresses right here. There's something that's pulling you down that is causing you to feel like crap, and which can eventually lead to those things we call diseases. Once again, you have to check the dashboard. And once you check the dashboard, most doctors will look at the dashboard and say, well, that's cancer. Well, that's high cholesterol. Well, that's low cholesterol. Well, that's high blood pressure. Well, that's low blood pressure. Well, that's MS, multiple sclerosis. Well, that's Alzheimer's. Well, that's Parkinson's. Or maybe the big C word, it's cancer. Or maybe it's fibromyalgia. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, you can prevent those and possibly at least keep those under good management by targeting what's going on with you emotionally, physically, and chemically. because those are the things that are causing that check engine light to pop up. Those so-called diseases that really basically are symptoms of a bigger issue of what's going on up here. I know I keep pointing back to this, don't I? Because I can't emphasize how important this is. Because once you target this, you will control, reverse, or stop that check engine light from coming on. But you have to identify it first. Now, there are ways that we can decipher what's going on with you. A more non-scientific way is how much sleep you're getting and the quality of sleep that you're getting. What kind of mood are you in most times? What kind of energy levels do you have? What's your hunger like? Do you have a good healthy appetite? What type of food cravings? Do you have food cravings? This should be very, 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 very minimal, by the way. You should have good qualitative energy. You should be in a pretty level, consistent mood most times. You should be getting good restful sleep without getting up in the middle of the night and you can't go back to sleep. If you're doing that, that check engine light is going on. We need to check what's going on under the hood. Chemically, physically, or emotionally. Hunger, food cravings. Now, those are the more non-scientific ways. At the bottom portion here are the more scientific ways, usually via blood serum labs, urine labs, or saliva labs. Now, and there's different components here. I could probably list more, but these are the main ones that I like to look at. Your pH level, how acidic is your body? Your A1C levels, hemoglobin A1C. That's the amount of glucose that your body is utilizing, or not using, I should say, over a period of time. How high is your blood sugar, in other words, over a 3 to 4 month period? Thyroid, your thyroid, T3 and T4 is the main thing I look at. T3 or T4 is the non-active form of thyroid hormone, and T3 is the active form. I look at blood lipids, such as your triglycerides in particular. I still look at your cholesterol, but cholesterol is sometimes a little bit overrated. But the main thing I look at are your triglycerides. Cortisol, that's with the saliva test. Your circadian rhythm throughout the day. 4 times a day we have to measure that. Your gut bacteria. Man, the gut bacteria is huge. That affects your brain. Okay? White blood cells, insulin, cholesterol. I talked about that, didn't I? And red blood cells. These are all crucial biomarkers that can be measured in a lab report. But that's not all of it, guys. When I work with my clients in my practice here, I look at the non-scientific and I look at the scientific. Now, some people don't have the financial resources to do all of these labs here because labs are a little bit of money. You're going to have to invest the money in doing all these labs. As you well know, if you go to a doctor and you want to do a lot of lab work, it's going to cost you a couple $1,000 maybe to do all these types of labs here. Okay, so they're not cheap. So the main thing, guys, is that we need to target specifically what's going on up here, and then I peel back the layers and I say, okay, let's run a cortisol check on you, which is 4 times a day. That's measuring your stress levels throughout the day. Are you chronically stressed? Look at your thyroid. I'll look at your A1C. Those are the main ones I really look at. And if those give me some indication that something's not right under the hood, then we go further. We look at pH levels. Telomeres is another one. That's measuring really how fast you're aging. That's what that is. Okay, those are chromosomes in the body that are being frayed and being stretched. If those chromosomes are being frayed, your biological age is probably higher than what your chronological age is. If they're not being frayed, your biological age is a lot less, or at least even with your chronological age. Okay, then I'll look at RBCs, which are red blood cells, white blood cells. It all depends on what I get up here from looking at your chemical, physical, and emotional stress. Now, guys, I'm doing this talk today because I offer this type of evaluation and assessment to everybody out there. And we can even do this via the internet, via the telephone. I will send you some forms, some assessment questions, and you answer them, and we go from there. If you have the financial resources to invest in some lab work, that would certainly help. But I look at labs, I look at your lifestyle, I evaluate how well you're sleeping, your mood, your energy, your food cravings, and your hunger. And we go from there. We go from there. Because guys, I look at, once again, the physiology, not the pathology. The pathology, which most modern medicine people will do, doctors, they look at mainly the disease and they prescribe some sort of medication, and if the medication doesn't work, usually surgery. Now I will admit that many doctors have gotten better, which I'm glad to hear and see. But still, the medical industry, Western medicine, is based on pathology mainly. Holistic medicine is based on more physiology. We look at the whole body and we break down. I keep going back to this, I know. You're probably tired of hearing me saying it. The chemical, the physical, and the emotional stress. That is the core of symptoms that we call disease today. Once you get control of this, you will reverse, you will reduce, at least keep it under management, whatever is ailing you. I guarantee it. Now, having said all that, guys, I'm more than happy to work with you. I would love to work with you. So give me a call. 816-405-7703. We can do a 30-minute, one-time free consultation to see if it's a good fit for you and for me. Second time, we jump into it. We get going with it. We find out, once again, physically, emotionally, and chemically, what's going on with you. That is the best type of checkup, in my opinion. My email is rwpsports@yahoo.com. You can email me for more information. We can text. We can email. Whatever you want to do, guys. I'm here to work with you and to help you out to get over that hump. I don't care if you're a high-performance athlete, if you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to gain weight, you just want to improve your general fitness. I work with all of the above because this is the center of everything I just mentioned there. Being athletic, being a better husband, being a better wife, being a better dad, being a better mom, being a better worker. It's going to help you. Trust me, big time. So give me a call. I'll be glad to work with you. Guys, this has been another Health Detective Talk. Take care. God bless you and your families. Bye-bye.